Well, welcome to Real Women in Real Estate Volume 3 launch. We are live from Dallas, truly live from Dallas. And we have with us today the one and only Scott McGrath, the founder of Nexxess International. And to give a brief description of Scott. So I hanging out in Dallas about a year and a half ago. Next thing you know, there's this gentleman having a booth out there, talking to everybody, and it's a very busy booth. And of course, being in the corporate world for 2 decades, I'm curious. I'm like, why are people so curious about this specific booth? And long story short, a year and a half later, I am now one of the consultants for Nexxess International, which specializes in trust and so much more. And Scott has been our most valuable player, sponsor, supporting us from day one with all of the launches, 1, 2, and 3. And he's with us today to share a little bit more about Nexxess International and how it can help us, investors in the world, save a lot of money. I'm sure you would want to know. Scott, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
So, Scott, as the founder of Nexxess, how did you get started?
All right. Well, Nexxess started around basically 2012. I started a tax strategy firm. I was a financial planner with American Express a while back, and then worked with Mass Mutual, and then I ended up starting my own tax strategy firm. Later became Nexxess. So we started 2012, but I changed the name around 2019 or so to Nexxess International because our products they work with all types of businesses, but a lot of these businesses are international businesses. So, and our clients, a lot of them live in other countries. So they want to have tax strategies for the United States. They want to have some of the best types of options, not just like in real estate. You know how everyone does 1031s or things like that. They want to have other options. They want to have better options, basically. And so we named it Nexxess International. We also have Nexxess Business Advisors. Those are the groups of consultants that represent Nexxess, and we have almost 300 around the country right now. But Nexxess International is the main company that provides the actual products and the employees too. So we have a lot of employees.
And the headquarters is here in Dallas.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
Beautiful. So with majority of our audience being investors and entrepreneurs, how does your program help us?
Right. So the beautiful thing about Nexxess is we start with the client having. I like to call our trust program as like the holy grail of financial planning, because when I first started, I learned about all these cool financial planning products. You know, there's life insurance, there's annuities, there's all these different products, and so. What I don't like, though, are all the traditional products, the traditional financial services types of products. Like, people want to have options. They don't just want to put their money in the Wall Street or a mutual fund or something like that. The problem is return. So, if you're going to invest money, or you want to make money, you want to make the most money, and you want to be able to keep your money. And so the beautiful thing about our programs, our main program is a very specialized type of trust. Well, this trust allows our customers to, especially real estate people, to keep more of the money they're making, a lot more of the money. And they don't need things like 1031 exchanges. They don't need they don't need depreciation. Our products, our main product is a specialized type of trust where our customers basically sell everything they own into this trust. Kind of like John Rockefeller. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but he says, own nothing but control everything.
Yes.
And so a lot of people think, well, John Rockefeller, he's like the world's, was one of the world's richest man. Well, the beautiful thing was he was actually not rich. He was actually the poorest man because he didn't own anything. So he said, own nothing. So nothing means nothing. So everything was in the trust. So we teach our customers how to put all their assets in the trust. Their homes, all of their real estate projects can be owned by a trust. They don't have to be owned personally or in an LLC or something like that. But the main thing about Nexxess is we start with corporate structure. You have to understand that the roots create the fruits. You have to understand that the structure you choose will dictate everything else. It will dictate the tax code that you're going to use. It'll dictate how much taxes you're going to pay. It'll dictate if and when you can sell your real estate. Like, people get rushed into 1031 exchanges where you only have like 45 days to do stuff. Our structures don't have any of those limitations. So we have a lot of really cool products, and we're able to show people how to pay off debt within a couple years. When you have a 25 or 30 year mortgage, you can pay it off in a couple years simply by using two really cool structures, our trust program and then one other one. But we have around 15 major types of tax planning structures or financial planning structures, and so we just want to, we like to say our products are the products of choice for the wealthy. So.
Really quick, I love that he said the right roots bear the fruits. The right fruits, that's right. Awesome. I love that.
I wrote it down actually. We're going
that's cool.
We're going to quote you, Scott. I know you mentioned a lot of the benefits, but what other benefits? Can you maybe name a few special benefits of having a trust?
Yeah, so we like to focus on, when we work with our customers, what we call the 7 business killers. So there's 7 things that literally kill your business, or can kill your investments too. Most of the people, especially the women in this group, they're going to invest money into properties or real estate. Debt is a business killer. Depreciation is a business killer. I mean, most CPAs and tax people, they're leading people into depreciation strategies, which is in our planning model is the wrong way to go. Our clients never depreciate anything, and my clients save more money on tax than most of the traditional people, and so it's a beautiful thing. So, debt, depreciation, liability. We have what we call liability control and tax control. See, my clients actually get to choose if they're going to be taxed or not, because most people can't choose if they're taxed, but we get to control what income is. See, the IRS, people don't know this, but the IRS does not tax people, and they do not tax money. They only tax income. So what we do is we teach people how to structure your business and to structure your investments, your real estate, is structure them so that you're not creating income. You're creating money, you're creating capital, you're growing, your assets are growing, but you're not creating income. So if you're not creating income, you don't need depreciation. And that's what CPAs are like. The only reason they depreciate everything is because you created income. What if you don't create income? Then you don't need depreciation.
Oh, we need a lunch date.
Yes.
But one more thing.
Everything I thought. Yeah.
The biggest problem people have is they let the tax tail wag the dog.
Right.
So when you go to sell your company, or you sell your business, or you sell your real estate, they're letting the tax tail wag the dog. They're going to be hit with capital gain tax in the end, and our clients never experience any of that. So it's a beautiful thing. Once you get into the tax code, we focus on tax code, trust law, or trust case law. We actually can show you court cases. We have hundreds of court cases where even the IRS challenged these types of trusts and failed. So you have a lot of power through writing contracts and writing the contracts correctly. So everything comes down to the way the contracts are written, and most people know that, and especially in the business world, or multimillionaires know this. They write contracts all day long. So, and the tax code says according to the governing instrument, and so you have to read the contracts. You have to write the contracts correctly. So, we're just happy that to be a part of your group, and we've got thousands of clients, and we want to get the word out.
Well, I am excited that you created such a beautiful product. So then I become a stronger source to go out there and let my community know that there is another way to be creative and save. And we want to gift you a book in the name of all the women who wrote it.
And you all got to sign it for him.
And then you have to sign it for Scott.
When you guys get your book, everybody sign it.
Thank you.
Really
Thanks for being here.
But how does everybody connect with you? So they want to do business with you. They want to learn with you.
That's how it works.
That's right. That's the shameless plug. My bad.
McGrath is one of our consultants.
I am the
That's right.
gatekeeper. I'm just kidding. Scott's headquarters is in Dallas. You can find him on LinkedIn. He's very active on all social medias. And thank you for sponsoring tonight's dinner with the authors only.
Tonight's dinner's on Scott. Y'all give him some love.
Thanks for the book. Thanks for the book.
Yes, Scott, find him everywhere. You find him in all of the events. He's always sponsoring, supporting on stages. They have the best booths. If you see Nexxess, reach out. There's over 300 consultants. If you want someone that is in Dallas, guess what? Go to their office.
I will say one last thing.
Yeah.
Don't let other people control you. don't let the government, don't let your CPA say you have to depreciate all this to save on tax. Don't let them set the stage or set the rules. You have the right. You have lots of rights. The tax code is 14,000 pages long, and most people don't even take advantage of all the cool.
Take advantage to read it. I don't want to take advantage of reading it. You read it.
Okay.
We're gonna take a picture,
Yes.
and then we're gonna see you at dinner tonight for a quick hi if you're available. And again, thank you so much for educating us today.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for the
much. We're
book.
grateful for you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.